All right, welcome to our final session. This is where we shift gears, We're moving from just being aware to taking real, confident action. Think of this as your practical playbook, a super clear guide on what to do next when you or someone you know needs a hand. Okay, so here's our game plan. We're going to cover your emergency safety ladder, meet the 24/7 support crew, figure out support at work, talk about staying well together, and then wrap up with the key takeaways. Sound good? Let's dive in.
So, you've taken that big first step. You've asked, "Are you okay?" But then what? That silence can feel huge, right? The good news is it doesn't have to be complicated. There are some really clear, simple answers, and that's exactly what we're going to walk through right now.
All right, section 1, your emergency safety ladder. Let's start with the most urgent stuff first. We're talking about knowing the right first step in a crisis, so you know exactly what to do when the pressure's really on. Okay, think of this as your decision-making cheat sheet. It's a simple two-step ladder that helps you figure out the right level of help fast. Is it step 1, immediate danger, or step 2, urgent help needed? This really takes the guesswork and the panic out of a super stressful moment.
Let's be really clear about this one. If there's immediate danger to life, you call 999. Simple as that. If you feel like you can't keep someone safe or they're about to harm themselves, that's the call to make. And listen, this is so important. It is not an overreaction. It is absolutely the correct and responsible thing to do.
Okay, so what about those times when it's really urgent and distressing, but maybe not an immediate life-threatening emergency? That's where 111 comes in. Think of it as your direct line for professional advice when you need it quickly. They can connect you to the right mental health support. All right, moving on to section 2, the 24/7 support crew. Because let's be real, a crisis doesn't exactly watch the clock, right? The good news is, help doesn't either. It's always available day or night.
Okay, this is huge. I want you to actually do this. Don't just look at the screen. Seriously, pause this, grab your phone, and save these numbers right now. And don't just save them under some random name you'll forget. Call them something clear like helpline or crisis text. Trust me, you'll be so glad you did if you ever need them in a pinch.
First up, the Samaritans. And here's the thing everyone needs to know. You do not have to be suicidal to call them. It's for anyone. Feeling totally overwhelmed, lonely, anxious, or you just need to hear a steady, kind voice on the other end of the line. That's what they're there for. It's a confidential chat anytime. Next, we've got Shout. And this is a total game changer, honestly. Because sometimes the thought of actually talking on the phone feels impossible, right? With Shout, you just text. A trained volunteer texts you back. It's free, it's confidential, and it's perfect for when typing just feels safer than talking. And then there's Mind. Think of them as your mental health search engine, but with real helpful people. They give you information on all sorts of services and support, but in plain English. So if you're trying to figure out what's out there and what might be the right fit, they are a brilliant place to start. Okay, section 3. Let's bring this into your world. Navigating support at work. As an apprentice, you've got rights and resources. Let's break down what that actually looks like on the ground. So a lot of workplaces have these systems already built in. We're talking about things like employee assistance programs, EAPs, or mental health first aiders. It's definitely worth finding out what's available where you are. And look, as an apprentice, you're juggling a lot. Work, studying, life, it's intense. These resources are literally there to help you manage all that pressure. And here's how you can ask for that support. You do not have to share your entire life story. You can say something professional and to the point, just like the example here. The law protects you. And remember this, asking for an adjustment isn't a sign of weakness. It's the exact opposite. It's what smart, responsible people do to stay on top of their game at work. Okay, section 4, staying well together. We're going to zoom out a bit now, from crisis response to the bigger picture. This is all about the long game, shifting our focus to daily well-being. Let's talk about resilience, because I think we often get this one wrong. It's not about being tough or just pushing through no matter what. It's way simpler. It's about having fuel in the tank. The small stuff, eating, sleeping, moving, that's not a luxury. That is the fuel. It's like charging your phone every night. You wouldn't expect it to work on 1%, right? Well, neither can you. This is so important, especially if you're the one supporting someone. You cannot be the only person on call. That is a one-way ticket to burnout. Support has to be a team sport. Widen the net, bring other people in, and know when to tag out and rest. Setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's what makes support sustainable. It's how you keep your fuel tank from running empty.
And you know what? Culture change starts with you. Seriously, you don't need to be a manager or have a fancy title to make a huge difference. Just by making it normal to ask, "How are you really?" And by celebrating when someone does ask for help, you're literally building a safer culture right where you are. It's that simple.
All right, let's wrap this up. Section 5, your key takeaways. We've gone through a ton of stuff, so let's boil it all down to the essential points to remember from this whole playbook.
Okay, if you walk away with anything today, let it be this. These are the absolute fundamentals. Connection is protective. Knowing who to call turns talk into actual help. Boundaries are what keep support going for the long haul. Your rights at work are there for a reason. And just ordinary kindness builds safety. That's it. That's the whole game right there. And I want to leave you with this one final thought. It's so easy to get stuck worrying, what if I say the wrong thing? But this quote just nails it. The biggest risk isn't saying the wrong thing, it's saying nothing at all. When in doubt, choose connection, choose action. Those small things you do, they save lives. They really, really do. Thank you.